Thinking about moving to the greater Sacramento area? Before you start scrolling the internet or driving random neighborhood, let's save you tons of headache and money. We analyze 14 suburbs for schools, prices, commutes, outdoor life, and resale strength. Some of them absolutely crush it for day-to-day family life, and a few others great if your priorities match. By the end of this video, you will know exactly where to focus based on the community that fits your budget, lifestyle, long-term goals, and which ones might look great online but don't actually live up to the hype. Thank you so much for dropping by our channel, Greater Sacramento Living. My name is Jake DeRosa with the DeRosa Real Estate Team. Now, as a resident of 49 years here and a broker associate of 23 years, we've helped hundreds and hundreds of families buy into the area as well as sell out of the area. So if you like the content we're bringing you, please subscribe. Just click the button below. Love to have you throw us a thumbs up and drop your questions or comments into the comment section below. We love interacting with our friends. And do not forget, you can always get in touch with me. Text me, call me, 916-402-5786. And we have a free Greater Sacramento information guide down below. Feel free to download it. With all that being said, let's jump into today's topic. All right, so let's start off with tier one, and we're going to call this, just for sakes of it, championship tier, and essentially the top of the top. And the first place we're going to start off with is Granite Bay. Now, Granite Bay is in Placer County. It offers prestige and peace. Think big lots, mature trees, and easy Folsom Lake access. It's actually one of the few communities that balances out exclusivity with outdoor freedom. Now, to get into the neighborhood, you are going to pay a premium. Median home values over there are $1 million and up. However, it goes into incredible schools. It feeds into Granite Bay High, which has an A+ school rating, and Eureka Union School District, which also holds an A rating. Both of these come from niche.com. Now, benefits of Granite Bay: it's large custom homes and long-term resale stability. So we're not going to see cookie cutter homes. You're going to see very unique properties. A lot of times estates, if you think Los Lagos, which is a gated community, highest of the higher ends out here. And you're also going to be minutes from Folsom Lake. You're going to have boating, you're going to have trails, you're going to have cycling. So it's a really good mix of schools, beautiful homes, custom homes, and outdoor activities as well. So the other cool thing is you're really close to shopping and places to eat. You're 10 to 15 minutes from Roseville, fountains, and gallerias, which gives you plenty of shopping, plenty of food options, and pretty much near anything you're going to need. And really, we see a lot of executives or families seeking top tier schools that move into the area. Again, you will pay a premium for that. So next one in the tier one here is going to be El Dorado Hills. Now, El Dorado Hills is in El Dorado County, and it brings master planned luxury with rolling hills and killer views if you're in and have the right lot. So it's a family friendly, scenic, with minutes away from Folsom Lake and Highway 50. You're probably 90 minutes or so from Lake Tahoe. Now, again, you're going to get into that premium. You're looking at median home values $850,000 to $1 million and up. As far as schools, again, per niche.com, you're looking at Oak Ridge High, which has an A rating. Buckeye Union School District has an A-. Popular neighborhoods are going to be Serrano and Blackstone. So Serrano is going to be your custom country club on the golf course community. Blackstone is going to be your newer communities. Think master plan communities across Highway 50. So you got one north, which is Serrano. You got two Blackstone, which is south. Now, coolest part about El Dorado, which so many people talk about, is town center. So You've got restaurants, you've got concerts during the spring and summer times. They have outdoor concerts. They have holiday themes over there. They build up skating rinks. I mean, there's so much to do at Town Center. You've got shopping, you've got Nugget, you've got the Targets over there, and you're pretty much 15-ish, 20 minutes to Folsom, which gives you additional shopping as well. And like I said, 30 minutes to Sacramento, 90 minutes to Tahoe. So ideal for families wanting newer homes, plus a community feel out there as well. All right, so next on the list is our second tier. And I could argue that one of these communities or even both could go into the tier one, but let's call this tier the excellence tier, which incorporates top schools and daily convenience. So first off in this tier is Folsom. Now, Folsom's going to fall into Sacramento County, and it blends historic charm of old Folsom with cutting edge convenience, as well as newer homes, depending on if you live north of 50 or south of 50. And either way, you're going to have newer homes in both those areas. So you've got trails, you've got tech jobs, and a ton of top schools, all within minutes from Folsom Lake. Median home price out there is $721,000. The schools include Vista del Lago, which has an A rating per niche.com, Folsom High, A rating, Empire Ranch or Empire Oaks with an A minus. And these are all part of the Folsom Cordova Unified School District. And it's one of the region's highest rated school districts. So you have a lot of folks and families moving out here for the schools, for the homes. Now you got Lake Natoma, Folsom Lake, Palladio shopping over here. So a lot of outdoor recreation. You have Intel campus and major employment hubs as well. Some other tech companies out in the area. It's really great for professional families and active families as well. Now you have a whole new division, subdivision, and area community being built south of 50 in Folsom Ranch. It is absolutely growing so quickly. I remember 5 years ago, you wouldn't even be able to recognize it. 3 years ago, same thing. It's developing really quickly, and now you're starting to get commercial shopping, different amenities for the residents there, so you don't have to necessarily go across into north of 50 into the other Folsom area, but both are great. Shopping, schools, I mean, really great communities. So it's a incredible community. And it's, like I said, it's certain areas you're going to have great prices. Other areas are going to be a bit more expensive. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. So second in this tier is going to be Loomis, Placer County. So Loomis is going to keep that small town soul alive with country charm and incredible schools. It's perfect for buyers who crave some elbow room, not necessarily so much the subdivision feel and top rated education. So median homes, 750, you can go up north of $1 million. You got schools, Del Oro High, Franklin Elementary, Del Oro with a A rating, Franklin with an A minus. And it is a semi-rural feel with horse properties and orchards. So you got fast I-80 access to Rockland and Roseville. You have tight-knit community, and a lot of times there's lower inventory in the areas. So it's best for families wanting privacy, plus quality schools, and probably a lot bigger lots than you're used to in, say, the Folsom area. Now, third in this tier is gonna be Rockland. So this is Placer County, and Rockland is one of the family favorite suburbs, and it just really works. You get A-rated schools, planned communities, and an easy commute. Median home value out here is $722,000. Some of the schools you'll see out here is Rockland High, which has an A rating from Niche, Whitney High, A minus, and the school district itself, again, comes in at an A. So what you'll see is some of the family neighborhoods that stand out that people talk about a lot are going to be Whitney Ranch, Stanford Ranch. And there's dozens of parks and community trails all over the place. Beautiful out there, close to Highway 65 and I-80. And you're going to see excellent resale plus steady growth. So really, those three choices, in my opinion, you can't really go wrong if you're looking for the family top schools and really cool areas. All right, let's move on to the next tier. And speaking of tiers, if you want a top tier informational guide, just below here, there is a link. You can download our Greater Sacramento information guide. And if you want to reach out and want us to do some of the legwork for you, drop me a text, 916-402-5786, or shoot me an email, or just give me a call, old school. I'm happy to help anyway. So next tier, tier 3, which is a recreation and value blend. So starting off this, and again, this, I hate to rank these in tiers, but a lot of these can intersect with each other. You're coming into Roseville, which is Placer County. So Roseville delivers every convenience without necessarily breaking the bank, depending on where you go. West Roseville, you have East Roseville, you have Central Roseville, and you have Old Roseville. So there's something for everyone. It's a city built for families, schools, shopping, and parks everywhere. Again, another area with a lot of recreation parks. Median home price, $620,000. You have different areas: West Park High School, A-, Dry Creek Unified School District runs from a B+ to an A-, again, based on niche's ratings. So some huge amenities. You got the Galleria, got the Fountains of Roseville. If you go more towards the east, southeast, you've got Maydew Park, which is a great park, and just a lot of things and a lot of different opportunities. Park systems incredible. Hiking, or not hiking, but walking trails, you see them everywhere. You see families walking. Really cool area. Easy commute via I-80 and the Blue Oaks Boulevard. So you're gonna get top value for amenity and quality, I believe, in this Roseville area, depending on which part of it that you end up moving to. Now, dropping down here on the next on the list is Lincoln. Again, this is in Placer County. Now, Lincoln is actually booming with new construction and family growth. If you want modern layouts and long-term upside out here, this is it. Median home prices are the mid 600s. Now, Lincoln, I will say it is a strike depending on where you go in Lincoln, but it has really good school districts, 12 bridges. Elementary schools are coming in B+, A-. And depending on which community you go into, you're going to have trails, clubhouses, and you also have some golf communities. One of my favorite golf courses is out here, 12 Bridges. I love that golf course, and I'm a golfer myself, so a lot of cool opportunities out there. And you got quick Highway 65 access right back down south to Roseville. Great for new build buyers and multi-gen families, because a lot of those multi-generational homes are going to be in those new home builds. Next coming in on the list here, you've got Fair Oaks, which lands you in Sacramento County, home to where I live. And Fair Oaks mixes vintage character with outdoor access. In fact, the reason I chose Fair Oaks is I didn't want the cookie cutter subdivision. I wanted home with character, plus it gives you a lot of property. A lot of times you can find, it's not hard to find quarter acre, 0.3 acres, or a half acre lot in this area, full of charm. And it's well established from a perspective of neighborhoods and also the foliage. I mean, you have huge trees, and when you're driving down the street, it's absolutely beautiful. It's full of charm, old growth trees, and weekend farmers markets, as well as Old Fair Oaks. Really great area. So you've got median home prices in the 600K range. Schools, Bella Vista High, B+ on niche, Fair Oaks Elementary, B+. Benefits, near American River Parkway, you've got kayaking, you've got cycling. I mean, just a lot of outdoor activities, tons of parks, and you have the historic Fair Oaks Village, which I absolutely love. You've got coffee shops, breweries, a brand new constructed community center and area for concerts. So perfect for the buyer who wants value, character plus location. And coming in here as next is going to be Cameron Park. Cameron Park lands in El Dorado County. It offers space, scenery, and value. It's just over the hill from El Dorado Hills with bigger yards and less HOAs. I like to think of it as El Dorado Hills' little cousin. Really great little area. It has its own vibe, has its own character. Median home prices out there, $600,000. Ponderosa High School, Blue Oak Elementary, B plus, B plus. Their schools are in the B pluses to A minus range. You got hilltop views. We just sold a house out there on the hill, had incredible views, loved it. Air Park, you've got homes that are on the airport with huge garage slash hangars if you're a pilot. So really cool vibe over there. And you have a suburban rural mix and feel out in that way. Highway 50, easy access, 40 minutes to downtown Sacramento. It's a smart buy for families who want room to grow. So Cameron Park rounding out our tier 3. And let's get into the next tier. All right, so tier 4 is growth and budget efficiency. So topping out the list on tier 4 is Elk Grove. I grew up in Elk Grove, and Elk Grove is the go-to for family affordability, modern parks, and award-winning schools. Median home price there is 650-ish K. Again, like I said, guys, these tiers, cities I would put in different tiers, but Franklin High, A minus, Pleasant Grove, B plus, Elk Grove Unified School District, B plus to A minuses. They have a massive park network. They have great youth sports. They have, they just opened up the big, huge community pool area out there. Highway 99 is 30 minutes to downtown Sac. That's on a good day if we're being realistic. Depending on if you get caught in traffic, that 99 can be brutal. Just like Roseville and Rockland, that Highway 80 and 65 can be rough. Again, it's just depends on what you're looking at. And it has diverse housing out there. So you could go from a starter home, 1,300, 1,400 square feet, all the way to a luxury property on multiple acres of land. So really different for everyone. And actually Elk Grove used to be a very farming oriented area called a lot of farmland. So you'll find homes, you'll find acreage out there, especially if you start jumping into like the Wilton area. I know it's different from Elk Grove, but I still kind of consider it out there. So good for families and commuters. So definitely Elk Grove, highly recommend, great area. So another tier in this tier is Rancho Cordova. Speaking of tiers, remember, get your Sacramento information guide. And guys, if you want more information on any of these areas, drop me a message. Just shoot me a text, 916-402-5786. Now, Rancho Cordova lands in Sacramento County. Similar to Folsom, there's two sides of Rancho. You got north of 50 and you've got south of 50. So Rancho Cordova combines affordability with accessibility. A lot of new construction on that south side versus the established neighborhoods that are near the river. So you kind of choose and pick. Median home prices 500 to 550. Depends on where you actually end up. So on that south side of Rancho, you could actually be in the Elk Grove Unified School District, where at that point you have Pleasant Grove, you've got Sunridge Middle, Cordova High. That's not in the Elk Grove, but you could be in different school districts in different schools. When you come to the north side, that's where you're going to be in the Cordova High School, the Sunridge Middle. So just depends on where you purchase, and it's important to know those school lines so you land in the right school that makes sense for you. So some communities on the newer side, and I guess newer 2000 and what 2002-ish, you got like Anatolia, Sunridge, Cavala Ranch, and then you have as brand new as in the process of being built on that east side of Douglas. So North side of Rancho, more starter homes, more established neighborhoods, homes built in the 60s, 50s. You're going to have American River access, older homes. I'd say more starter homes on that side. Ideal for first time homebuyers and for professionals, depending on which side you want to live on. So definitely a cool tier and a good area, depending on what you're looking for. So now we're going to roll into the tier 5, which is your affordability first tier. So you're looking at affordability. And actually, one of the standouts here is Orangevale. Orangevale is actually Sacramento's quiet value play. Semi-rural lots, mature trees, lake access definitely defines the vibe out here. Median home prices in that 550 mark. You got schools with high schools in the B to B plus range, elementaries in the B plus. The cool part about it is you're sitting right near Folsom Lake. You're literally minutes away from Folsom and the American River Parkway. You got larger lots, no HOAs, DIY freedom. It's great for RV owners, toy owners, and families that like the outdoors. Now, coming in next is going to be that Citrus Heights, Sacramento County. Citrus Heights is essentially established, it's budget friendly. Now, it's very neighborhood specific, depending on where you go will determine how great or how not so great your neighborhood is. You're at older homes, tons of retail, make it ideal for first-time home buyers. The median home price there is $500. You could get into the upper fours. Schools, Mesa Verde, Sylvan. It's part of San Juan Unified School District, which holds a B minus. Quick I-80 access to Sac or Roseville. You got established neighborhoods, established trees. When I say established trees, I mean you've got the homes that are in areas where they've been there for years. So you have beautiful trees, you have beautiful foliage, you have beautiful parks versus, say, new home builds where, I mean, they're little baby trees, right? So it's definitely an affordable entry point for buyers, Citrus Heights. Again, it's affordability first concept. And then the last one in this tier is going to be Antelope, Sacramento County. Antelope offers newer homes, great value without sacrificing location. It's quiet, clean, for the most part clean, and close to like Roseville and the Thomas corridors. Again, it's neighborhood specific. Median home price, high 400s, low 500s. Schools, they're Center High, Antelope High, Center Unified School District, which holds a B. You got family parks, newer track homes. They actually are building a lot of new homes out there. 20 minutes to downtown, I-80 access. A really good community for first-time home buyers stretching their budget. Again, very pocketed, so you got to be careful and you got to just make sure you're getting into the right neighborhood for your priorities. So wrap up, if priority is top schools and resale, focus on Granite Bay, El Dorado Hills, Folsom, Rockland, and Loomis, as well as Roseville. If you want lake or river lifestyle, look at Granite Bay, EDH, Folsom, Fair Oaks, Orangevale, and Cameron Park. For new build growth, head to Lincoln, Rancho Cordova, or West Roseville. And if budget and accessibility matter most, you're looking at Orangevale, Citrus Heights, or Antelope. Current median home prices: Rockland $722, Folsom $721, Roseville $620. If you need help narrowing down your list, reach out to us. We will help personalize your search based on what you're looking for, whether it's commute, schools, lifestyles. Drop us a text, shoot us an email, 916-402-5786. And remember, it's important to pick the right neighborhood, especially when Melrose, HOAs, and things can shift your budget by thousands of dollars. Reach out. We're here to help. We will catch you on the next one.